Welcome to Ashanti Loves Cooking. I'm going to show you how I did these crab and shrimp boudin balls. First, in a saucepan, you're going to have oil and butter and season and parsley, and you want to let that simmer. Next, you want to add your shrimp. You want to make sure you don't overcook your shrimp. You don't want tough shrimp, but you want them pink, like just right. And it doesn't matter what shrimp that you use. You can use jumbo shrimp, small shrimp, whatever. Next, I'm letting my shrimp simmer, and I'm just making sure that they're pink on both sides. So I'm just kind of flipping them over. I'm turning them over to make sure they are cooked thoroughly. This one was giving me a hard time. Do you see that bad boy don't want to flip over? If you don't flip over, once your shrimp is cooked, I just put it in a bowl and set it aside. Now we're on to our mix. Okay, you're going to grab a little bowl. You're going to add a little a little mayonnaise. Next, you're going to add some Dijon mustard. Squeeze that on in there. Next, you're going to squeeze a fresh lemon. Squeeze it as good as you can. Squeeze, squeeze. Next, I'm going to add some Louisiana hot sauce. Nothing is good without no Louisiana hot sauce, okay? All right, next you can add your seasoning. I use all-purpose seasoning, which is a good seasoning to have. As you can see, I use no salt or pepper, just Cajun seasoning. Next, I use this season. I love this complete season. Like, oh my God, it's the best. Then next, I use some Old Bay. One of the old-time favorite seasoning is that Old Bay. And as you can see, it was giving me a hard time to open. So once I finally it got that open, you sprinkle some of that season on in there. And now we're going to take our spatula and we're going to start our mixing process. Okay, we're just mixing. You want to make sure you mix it up real good. All that seasoning is mixed together. So you just want to keep mixing and mixing until you get this like creamy color. But keep next, I put 1 egg in there. You want to make sure that you mix your egg real good. You don't want your sauce to be stringy. So you want to make sure that egg is really mixed in there real good. So as you can see, I'm just mixing and mixing and mixing until you see no egg. So next I take my shrimp and I kind of cut them in half just to give it a little bit more shrimp. So I just cut them in half as you see me cut. So I'm just cutting the shrimp in half. Next I'm adding my jumbo lump crab meat. Next I'm adding my cut up shrimp and we're going to mix that together. And we're just going to mix and mix it together. As you see, it's starting to kind of stick together, which is the consistency that you want. And you want to keep mixing it all together. Next, I'll put some Ritz crackers, and I use the garlic and herb Ritz crackers, and I'm crunching it up to make my breadcrumbs with my kitchen hammer. And we're going to add that to our meat sauce. I'm adding the Ritz crackers to my meat sauce. Okay, we're going to stir those Ritz breadcrumbs in the meat sauce and keep stirring. I'm liking the consistency as what I'm seeing, so that's a good sign. So just keep stirring. Okay, next I'm going to add my parsley just for some color. And next you're just going to keep stirring and stirring the parsley into your meat sauce, and it looks so good, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, you're going to grab a tray or bowl and pour your panko breadcrumbs. I love to use these, and you're going to add some seasoning, of course, to that breadcrumb. Okay, next you can take an ice cream scooper so that way you can get a nice ball. And as you can see, I'm rolling it and rolling it until you get a nice ball. Okay, so after you roll your ball real good, you want to go ahead and drop it into your panko breadcrumbs, and you want to roll it around. Make sure you get it real good. Roll it around. Okay, so after you roll your balls, you want to put them on a tray and put them in the refrigerator to get cool. So once you take your balls out the refrigerator, so it's time to drop them in the grease, and you want to make sure that your grease is already hot before you drop your balls in the grease. There you have it, golden brown seafood balls served with a Parmesan garlic sauce. Look at the inside. So good, y'all. Oh my God. Make sure you subscribe. Ashanti loves cooking. Bye.